Playoff mode is officially activated, boys and girls, and in Game 1, the Vegas Golden Knights grabbed a 4-1 win against the Chicago Blackhawks in a game that had Doc Emmerich commentating throughout the entire thing. And what more can you say about that man? Just velvety voice, super smooth, just fucking on it. And it goes the same for the national anthem singer for the Vegas Golden Knights and Carnell Johnson, who even at home just does so well with the national anthem. And before the game started, I thought, okay, the Vegas Golden Knights are going against a very young Chicago Blackhawks team, one of the youngest teams in the playoffs right now. And they were coming off pretty hot from Edmonton, right? Well, they're technically in Edmonton, but they were against Edmonton, so you know how that shit works. But having Lehner in net, having the Vegas Golden Knights go 3-0 in the round robin, I thought, okay, cool, this still should be a very interesting matchup. And damn, in that first period, it was just, I don't know, a very lull affair, very sloppy kind of ordeal. And I thought, okay, maybe things picking up a little bit, towards the end here in the first period. No? All right. Well, Lehner is doing the fucking thing that he tweeted about, the Geico walrus and, the hockey net, just super big, just puffed up there. Basically what he was doing. I mean, the dude is fucking huge. And it only works for our benefits, right? I mean, as a Vegas Golden Knights fan, you would think, yeah, cool, man. You stay on that net. Don't let anybody get them goddamn shots, and we're going to be okay. And really, I mean, because of that, and Crawford doing really well on the other end, the Vegas Golden Knights and Chicago Blackhawks were scoreless after the first period. And in the second period, this is the curious thing of note that I believe started the whole kind of floodgate of events in the second period. Lehner's skate kind of popped off after he bashed that shit on the post, and he kept having issues with it. And here's the curious part too. The post was not just the enemy of Robin Lehner's skates. It eventually became the enemy of the Chicago Blackhawks, as we saw Jonathan Toews hitting the post, I would say at least 2 times. And you would think, as a Chicago fan, maybe the fortune is not in our favor here, despite the fact that we're getting a couple of decent looks and, less chances compared to the Vegas Golden Knights. But yeah, even at the second period, I thought Vegas looked really sloppy, just moving around the puck and all that. And this is where, again, the pile of oddities just start getting higher and higher. Jonathan Marchessault and Jonathan Toews kind of at it, where Marchessault kind of goes in for a late check, and Toews doesn't really like that against his own teammate, and there's a whole grab and tug kind of thing, and almost immediately after that, Shea Theodore scores. Second period, 7 minutes and 22 seconds in, Riley Smith just gives the puck to Shea, and Riley becomes, a key member of this game for a very specific reason later, which does have its genesis here with an assist to Shea Theodore, who just dances the puck from the blue line and gets the puck past Crawford. And the Vegas Golden Knights are up 1-0 very early in the second period. And immediately after that, Chicago woke the fuck up. And I thought that was a problem. Because again, when you got guys like Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, Dak, Kubalik, DeBrincat, Nylander, any of these dudes just fucking get on you, it could be troublesome. But Lehner came up big, quite literally and figuratively. Made some key saves right after the Vegas Golden Knights went up 1-0. And to further advance Vegas's advantage, William Carrier scores in the second period, 2 minutes and 39 seconds in. And it's off of this whole event where Highmore kind of scrambles, going down, and Carrier is able to brush that puck into the net. And this was actually met with a coach's challenge for a potential offside. And personally, I think this was offsides. Like just and this is coming off of kind of a newbie hockey dude, okay? And I'm gonna be real honest about that shit. But to me, when you're looking at the skates of Ryan Reeves and William Carrier entering through the fucking blue, like the fucking blue line, it's like, oh, that looks like his skates there before the puck, but I don't really know what the fuck the referees were seeing in Toronto and in Edmonton, so go for the Vegas Golden Knights, hooray! But we might get some weird karma back soon, and it didn't seem like it because Vegas Golden Knights got on a power play, and that's where karma hit us. That's honestly where the karma hit us, where Chicago's Kampf, or Kampf, if I'm trying to actually read that properly, scores in the second period, 10 minutes and 51 seconds in on a shorthanded goal. Yes, unfortunately from the Vegas Golden Knights, where Shea Theodore scores the first goal and then gives the first goal to Chicago basically on a power play where you can't manage the puck, trying to drive out of your defense, and you just get torched up on a fucking 2-on-1. Lehner has no chance. And yeah, Saad and Kampf. I'm going to say Kampf now, okay? Apologize if I'm saying it right, wrong, right, Kampf. The dude who fucking scored for Chicago. Okay? Gets that one in, and you got to be looking at Shea Theodore and saying, dude, how the fuck did you just let that shit happen after you scored a fantastic goal? Kind of the nature of Shea Theodore, right? Vegas Golden Knights fans, like, he has great offensive capabilities, and then sometimes on defense he makes some doo-doo brain mistakes. And fortunately for the Vegas Golden Knights, despite conceding the shorthanded goal, they get another opportunity on a power play. And you have a 5-on-3 for 4 seconds, which is negligible. And you're going into this power play hoping you can get that 2-goal, lead again. A nice leg up, towards the very end of this third period could be good. But nope. Corey Crawford coming up pretty fucking big in regards to the saves and the shots he was getting from the Vegas Golden Knights. The dude was actually pretty damn solid in my opinion, especially in the second period. And Vegas, unfortunately, not capitalizing on the power play, goes on the penalty because McNabb decides to hold. And thank goodness we had the fucked up skate plates of Robin Lehner. Otherwise, maybe the goal fucking slides in. I don't know. But Vegas kills off that penalty. And we, with a sigh of relief, all head into the third period. Now, you have a 2-1 lead, right? In game 1, round 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Coming into this game, in the round robin, they kept telling, from the national broadcast that Vegas Golden Knights have scored 10 goals in the third period and overtime in the round robin. And I thought, well, are you really going to use that measurement? I mean, I get it. It's a whole recency thing, but dude, I still worried about Chicago because I've seen what they did, to the Edmonton Oilers, a very fast team that the Vegas Golden Knights can similarly play, in terms of style too. So in my mind, Vegas had to just come up with something early, like a quick dagger jab. And that comes in the form of Riley Smith's goal at 3 minutes and 32 seconds into this third period, where, man, this shot actually, before that, the pass from, Marchessault, who kind of fucks around with the puck, where Chicago's defense just muddled that whole possession up. Riley Smith gets the shot on Crawford, and the fucking puck just bounces behind Crawford and slides into the goddamn goal. It basically flips over his head and goes in. And yeah, I get it. Crawford has to get that goal. But at the same time, I felt horrible because, oh, dude, that is like the most unlucky shit you can get conceded to. God damn it, that sucks. But Chicago's defense has to be looking at themselves and thinking, we just gave a goal away, basically. And Riley Smith just looking dominant in this game. 2 points at this point. And not only a couple minutes pass, and he gets another goal. Third period, 8 minutes and 14 seconds in, a backhander that just looks so exquisite, man. I mean, Riley Smith is just an absolute fucking beast. But again, it's Jonathan Marchessault with an outlet pass that just allows Riley Smith, I apologize, to get the goal in there. And, being up 4-1 like that, as the Vegas Golden Knights, heading in very late to the third period, I worry. I worry a lot. Okay, I've seen this team blow fucking leads in the third period, and yeah, when you concede a penalty, holding, again, Alec Martinez, I worry. Again, do we forget that Jonathan Toews, Patrick Kane, Duncan Keith, Corey Crawford, multiple Stanley Cup winners, they have the genetics of winning. So I was worried, despite being up 4-1. And what was notable to me, now, the hardcore hockey folks, you can, correct me if you want, but I thought not emptying the net with about 3 minutes left, down 4-1, was a very conservative and foolish mistake by Chicago. I talked about all the offensive capabilities that this team has, yet they just kind of stepped back and didn't really go balls deep on that. And I think, unfortunately, if anything is to blame in terms of fighting spirit or the camaraderie shit, I got to look at that decision. Now, that's just me. But Chicago basically gave up, in my mind, when they didn't empty the net. Because how Vegas was playing in possession. By the third period, the Vegas Golden Knights got very comfortable with moving the puck around compared to a majority of the first period and a good chunk of the second period. And so Chicago was left up to just dry for the last few minutes when Vegas was just dangling around the puck everywhere and anywhere. Clock runs out. Vegas wins 4-1. And yeah, I'm not going to fucking sit here and get all arrogant about this shit. I'm not, kids. Because we know the nature of sports. We know how this shit can go awry real quick. And it's only one game. It's the best of 7. Vegas only won one game. And I look on the other side and look at a cat like Corey Crawford, who had 30 saves on 34 shots and an .882 save percentage with 4 goals allowed, which, yeah, a fluky one, a bad one on the defenseman, and a couple of those that I just think, I think he can get that shit. And if Toews had hit the fucking posts, maybe Chicago is in this game into overtime. I mean, hopefully it wouldn't have been those fucking five overtime goddamn matchup with the Columbus Blue Jackets and Tampa Bay Lightning, but this was a good matchup. I thought Chicago wasn't as weak as everyone just claims they think they are, which is ludicrous to say the least. But this is where, obviously, you got to give a shout out to your own team in the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, Robin Lehner, 19 saves on 20 shots, a .950 save percentage with 1 goal allowed. Didn't really have to do much relative to Corey Crawford, but came up big when necessary. And the whole, broken skate thing kind of funked his whole, shit up. But man pulled through in a big way. Like a big old panda bear just fucking blocking the goddamn net. But, despite the save percentage, Robin Lehner wasn't going to get the name on any of the 3 stars. It was going to be Riley Smith, 1 star, 2-star Jonathan Marchessault, and 3-star Shea Theodore, according to the NBCSN coverage of this game. And for me, again, I think Vegas has to just take this win without really getting arrogant about it. Just say, okay, cool, guys, we got 1 win down, 3 more to go. Buckle on down and prepare for a fucking barrage from Chicago. Because that first period, when you guys were just feeling each other out, that shit's gone. I'm sure by the second, game when Chicago just comes out, they are going to come out guns a-blazing. And Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews are going to look real nasty, just ripping on through that defense. So everyone's just got to do their parts and keep going, because this is a fucking marathon. It is not a sprint, boys and girls. And yeah, I'm not going to fucking pound my chest and say, oh, Knights win, Knights win. It feels nice. It feels nice that the Knights won, but it's a series, kids. It's a fucking series. So we got to keep at it. Fans, I know Knights fans we're all new, but don't fucking go on Chicago shit and talk shit today. All right? Don't be that asshole. There's no need. You won the fucking game. Celebrate in style. By yourself. Maybe grab a blunt and just smoke that shit up. That's what I'm going to do, kids. Because the Knights won. On the backs of this guy, Riley Smith. 2 goals, 1 assist. My guy, Riley Smith. I like that. So, boys and girls, that will do it for me. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. And also check out the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. All that good shit. Until next time. Go Knights, go. And fuck off. I keep fucking off the goddamn outro because I just do the podcast more than any of these goddamn reviews. But a win is a win is a win. And that's all that matters to me. Go Knights, go.